Today on Recently Added, we have a great pick by Zed, 2013's Revelation Road, The Beginning of the End.
Yes, Netflix describes it as, after the entire world is thrown into chaos, a traveling salesman will have to fight his way through an outlaw biker gang to get home to his family. And here is the cover, if you want to give it a little view. I chose this movie because I love the post-apocalyptic genre. The Book of Eli was pretty cool, and this kind of felt like another one of these Christian post-apocalyptic type films.
Yeah, I think movies like this that are geared at people who think that the rapture is coming, like Left Behind, I think are so funny. And so I was really stoked on seeing it when I saw that it had been added. And the fact that it's a brand new movie, a 2013 release.
Yeah, it's
how did we get so lucky?
Very rare. We really lucked out. A little disclaimer. This movie wasn't actually a post-apocalyptic movie, so...
It was taking place during the apocalypse. Like the end of days, that's the apocalypse.
Sort of. I mean, the rapture event doesn't even happen till the end of the movie. So, to me, this wasn't a post-apocalyptic movie. It wasn't an apocalyptic movie. It was a proto-apocalyptic movie, just leading up to the event that was the end of the movie.
That's the apocalypse, dude.
Yeah, but if the apocalypse happens at the end of the movie, like...
The whole thing is the apocalypse. The destruction of the Holy Land and the plagues and the Antichrist rising to power, all of which was foreshadowed in the movie. That's the apocalypse.
All right, maybe I don't know enough about the Bible, but I just...
Well, I'd be happy to teach you. A lot of cool stuff going on in this movie. If you overlook the Christian aspect, this is really just a top-notch, grindhouse, pulp-type movie. There was this really badass biker gang.
They were just like a bunch of
pure evil,
leather-clad, tattoo, like new metal.
They're dirt freaks, yeah.
Total dirt freaks.
And you know, there's a long tradition of biker gangs in movies, and I think that this gang was right up there with Marlon Brando and the Wild Ones.
I mean, if anything, I would say they were a little scarier in this one.
Definitely.
They had the big hammer.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
The real standout actor in this movie was Ray Wise, who plays a Jesus-toting grandpa.
Yeah, the thing I liked about him is usually when you see grandpas in movies, or in real life for that matter, they're sort of feeble, and they live in an apartment. But this grandpa was really rugged. He owned a gun store. He defended his home. His wife was pretty hot for grandma.
Yeah, I mean, he was definitely a positive influence on his granddaughter who was visiting, and the protagonist, but... It is funny how he talked more about Jesus than Jesus' teachings.
A lot of people would probably complain about how preachy this movie was.
And to that, I would say this movie wasn't preachy enough. As someone who isn't Christian, when I see a Christian movie, I want a lot of explanation of their belief system, and I didn't think there was enough.
See, I disagree. I think there was exactly enough preachiness in the film. They had a clear viewpoint, and they argued it well. And I think that I would even go so far to say that more movies should be this preachy.
As someone who's not a Christian, I just wanted to come in with a criticism I noticed that they brought up in this movie. In the Second Testament, when Jesus is talking about...
The Second Testament? You mean the New Testament?
It's the same thing. There's the first and the second.
No, it's Old and the New Testament.
Yeah, the first and the second.
No, just Old and New. They don't put them in a number.
Well, you knew it by first. You know what I meant.
I didn't know what you meant because I asked. If I knew what you meant, I would have just smiled and
Okay, whatever. So my criticism is that they put God first and then the family second. I think that's kind of stupid. I think when they write the Third Testament, they should put family first and then God. Family should come first, I think.
What if you're related to a biker gang?
Well, then, I think Jesus said you can turn the other cheek and accept people for who they are.
That's from the Second Testament.
See?